Hello my dear students. I welcome you all to the second lecture of our week 7th e-learning classes of economics. My students, your hard work and positive approach can help you earn good grades. So be optimistic in your life. May you be blessed with thousands of blessings in this month. Let's start our lesson. The topic which we are going to study today is the definitions of economics given by different economists. So the objectives of our today's lesson are to know about the famous economists of the world, to know and explain the definitions of economics given by Adam Smith and Alfred Marshall, to know and explain the definition of economics given by Lionel Robbins, to answer the questions in the worksheet. Dear students, before studying the definitions of economists, we must know that who is an economist? So, who is an economist? A person who practices economy. A specialist in economics. So all of you can be economists in your future. In this picture you can see the famous economists of the world. Adam Smith, who is also called the father of economics, gave the wealth definition of economics. Alfred Marshall gave the welfare definition of economics. And Lionel Robbins gave the scarcity definition of economics. How Adam Smith has defined economics. The formal definition of economics can be traced back to the days of Adam Smith, the great Scottish economist. Definition: economics is a science of wealth. Economics is concerned with the generation of the wealth of nations. He said that economics is not to be concerned only with the production of wealth but also the distribution of wealth. He wrote a book on economics named as Wealth of Nations. He was called the father of economics. What is economics in the opinion of Alfred Marshall? He gave more importance to welfare of the people and the behavior of human beings. He defined economics in these words. Political economy or economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is most closely connected with the attainment and with the use of the material requisites of well-being. What are the most important points of Marshall's definition? Economics is on one side a study of wealth, and on the other and more important side, a part of the study of man. Economics is a social science since it studies the actions of human beings. Economics studies the ordinary business of life since it takes into account the money-earning and money-spending activities of man. Economics studies only the material part of human welfare. It neglects other activities of human welfare. Services were not given any importance in Marshall's definition. This definition gives more importance to material requisites. It discusses the economic problem both individually and collectively. How individually? It states that human behavior is important. How collectively? It states that welfare of the whole society is important. Now is the turn of the modern economist, and he was Lionel Robbins. The most famous definition of economics was given by Lionel Robbins. He said that economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Three important terms are there: ends, means, and alternative uses. So now we will discuss the important terms of Robbins' definition. What are the three important postulates of Robbins' definition? These are: human wants are unlimited, wants multiply, luxuries become necessities. There is no end of wants. We get one thing, then we need another, and this goes on. The means or the resources to satisfy wants are scarce in relation to their demand. By means, Robbins mean the scarce resources. Human wants are satisfied through the scarce resources which have alternative uses. What do we mean by alternative uses? It means that the most important wants must be satisfied first and alternatives are available for everything. Land is scarce in relation to demand. However, this land may be put to different alternative uses. A particular plot of land can be either used for jute cultivation or steel production. If it is used for steel production, the country will have to sacrifice the production of jute. So, resources are to be allocated in such a manner that the immediate wants are fulfilled. Thus, the problem of scarcity of resources gives rise to the problem of choice. Allocation means the distribution of resources. Robbins said in his definition that society has to decide which wants are to be satisfied immediately, and which wants are to be postponed for the time being. This is the choice problem of an economy. Scarcity and choice go hand in hand in each and every economy. A particular line of action should be adopted by the economy to solve the problems. My dear students, at this time we need to stay at home and we should invest more on hand sanitizers and cleaning materials. And we should postpone other wants like shopping expensive things. So, Robbins made economics a positive science. Now we have to decide that which definition is the best definition of economics. If we compare the three definitions among these three, Robbins' definition is the best one. Why? Because he introduced the concept of scarcity and he also introduced the concept of choices and alternative uses. Economics is the science of making choices, so Robbins' definition is the best one and a modern definition of economics. My dear students, with this we have successfully completed our chapter number 3 of economics. I hope you have understood all the topics. This chapter is very important, and if you have any confusions you can ask in your Zoom online class. Thank you very much. See you in the next week. Goodbye. Stay blessed.